I have like 400 artifacts that I don't particularly need, so we're just gonna strongbox a ton because why not? I did add these all up earlier. If we go bing, bang, bow. Like I have anything that's plus 0 is getting strongbox, and I went through like all of them, and it's about 400. Could be more, could be less because I could have, not counted correctly, but it's pretty much 400. And we're just gonna strongbox a bunch of them. I'm not particularly looking for anything specific. I am probably gonna do some noblesse, some viridescent, and some emblem of severed fate, just because these are sets I don't, emblem I don't particularly farm. Viridescent, I still have so many animal characters that need it, and noblesse I haven't particularly farmed very much, so I just figure these would be good sets to just strongbox some. Viridescent more so than most, but emblem would also be useful. So we're just gonna do some of this. I don't know if this is gonna be very good. Hell, we might not even level any. But I have like so many artifacts that I don't particularly need right now. So why not? So we're just gonna do viridescent first, just because viridescent is far more important than anything else. And we're just gonna do a max 39. Let's just see what we got. Physical damage, awesome. Attack, HP, bad. Crit rate ER, sure. Ooh, there's another crit rate ER. Okay, another crit rate ER. That's just 3 4-line feathers that both have crit rate and ER. A healing bonus, which honestly this could be an off piece for somebody. I don't know who. I don't particularly have anybody that needs healing bonus, but like it could be somebody's. EM crit rate on HP percent or crit damage. I don't think this is particularly necessary. The substats are okay, but like Nouvelette doesn't particularly need EM. His HP circle is probably better, so we're just gonna not bother. EM crit rate HP percent, just crit rate, crit damage on defense, and double crit ER on attack percent, which some flat attack. So honestly, nothing too horrible. If somebody needs an attack stands off piece, this is pretty solid. All right, let's do a noblesse one, just because why not? Bing, bop. I don't know. Cryo damage bonus. Okay. Hydro damage bonus. I don't particularly think that that's good, but I'll take it. EMER, sure. EMER 4-line. ER crit damage ER. That's pretty solid. ER crit rate and attack percent. And okay, that one's just horrible. HP percent with nothing. Def percent with ER. Attack with ER. Attack with nothing. EM. Okay, EMs are good. Any EM main stats is pretty good. And then let's do an emblem. We're just gonna do these. We're probably like already almost out of artifact. That's fine. Def percent pyro damage bonus, but it's got nothing animo damage bonus. I'll keep it. It's got 4 lines in it too. Attack percent ER, def percent EM, HP crit damage, elemental mastery, attack percent with double crit. I'll take it. Just crit damage, crit rate ER, just ER, ER main stat with crit damage, def percent. Hey, nothing too bad. I think we're just gonna go back to viridescent and keep going in that order. I think it'd be fine. Oh yeah, we still have a ton. We get down to like here. These were just, these are the ones that we just got. And then everything that's blocked has a chance. Back to viridescent, the most important one. So I am not looking for anything in particular. I just want good stuff. That's extra damage bonus for somebody maybe. Cryo damage, dendro damage bonus. That's probably good. ER crit rate HP, not bad. Crit rate EM, not bad. Just crit damage. EM crit rate, 4-line. Crit rate EM, just EM. HP ER, def, double of those. Attack, ER crit rate. Okay. Noblesse. Yeah, I don't am not particularly looking for anything. I just want more pieces on these sets that I don't have a lot of pieces for. Just crit rate. That one's good. That one's also pretty good. This one is probably going to be best on Chevreuse, honestly. Like, Chevreuse needs ER. ER is good for Chevreuse. HP is good for Chevreuse. EM is and crit rate is okay. If she had a Fav Lance, like the crit rate would go crazy. But I don't have a Fav Lance for her. I only have one Fav Lance, and it's on her. Ooh, that's actually not a bad EM circlet. Hopefully it rolls well. You know. Also not a bad flower. HP percent sands. EM or ER. I'll lock the ER one because I might an on piece HP percent sands for Chevy is probably going to be good. Got an emblem. Emblem I don't farm very often. I pulled past it. Hold on. Where is it? Emblem I don't farm very often just because I don't like the emblem domain. And I honestly don't have very many people who would necessarily need it, but I think it's just a good set to have. I mean, it gives ER and then elemental burst damage and energy recharge. Yeah, elemental burst damage by energy recharge, and it gives energy recharge. So it's probably just a good thing to have. That's crit, double crit ER and attack percent. That is not bad. Nothing on crit rate, crit damage with crit rate and EM. Healing bonus, EM circlet. No good subsets, but that's fine. Just ER. ER crit rate, sure. I actually clicked out of it. Oops. Well, I guess we're not looking at the other ones. All right, back to VV. I think we'll do one more run of each of them, and then we're gonna go take a look. Put the VV in the VV. HP percent with crit and EM. That's probably not very good because I don't think EM necessarily is good on those. I keep on actually clicking out because it doesn't click away. Oh, well, oh wait. Yeah, we're gonna go take a look after this anyway. Oop. Noblesse. Nothing. EM main stat with nothing. I tend to not get any good substats on EM main stat things. Double crit. It sucks. Crit damage with crit rate and ER. That's not bad. Death percent. Nope. So for some reason, I'm like used to looking at substats before I look at the main stat, and it kind of sucks. Okay, and then emblem, and then we're just gonna go take a look. It's only been 7 minutes, and I feel like I've been doing this for longer. Emblem. Death percent. Nothing. EMER. Okay, that's a pretty damn good feather. Nothing too horrible. Like no flat attack or no flat defense. It's just stuff that, you know, this would probably just be a good piece to level, and then it could just go to somebody who needs more of those. Attack percent with that. That's fine. No. EREM. Sure. Def percent. You'll love to see it. Okay, let's take a look at some artifacts. Now that we, you know, I want to look at Kazuha, basically. Kazuha, I want to look at Xiangling, and I want to look at Chevy. Is probably going to be the characters we base our decisions off of. So he has crit rate EM right now. That is crit rate EM, and that also has crit rate and EM. So let's level these to 4. And just see what they roll. HP percent, okay. And then this already has HP percent, so can't roll HP percent. Def. Flat def. That's not good. Honestly, these should probably be leveled, and then maybe they'll roll something higher. You know, I do think he wants more of the EM things, but I don't think there's particularly like there's probably a chance we get more EM on some of these. This one is probably just better because it's got ER and EM instead of crit rate. And we don't need a lot of crit rate on him. He's using Fab. That's why you want crit rate, but it's not that big of a deal. Let's see. He's got EM, ER, and crit rate all on one. That has crit rate, ER, EM. Maybe we get ER here. Nope. HP percent. Okay. That. This one has a chance to be... Give us something? Flat def. You love to see it. I hate artifacts so much. I don't know why this one is locked. It's got only ER. I don't particularly need that anymore. Hazel could probably use some of these though. Also, these. Why are these locked? I'm past the purple stage of my life. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't realize Venti's on terrible builds. Yeah, builds are like one of the main thing I need to get done, and I do think this one is probably gonna be fine. Considering everything else only has EM, and of course that means there's more chance to go into EM, but I don't think it is particularly worth the risk. I think I'd rather just stick with this, which has 3 chances to go good. Okay, this elemental mastery. Did we get an onset EM thing? No, we did not. Okay, great. We'll come back here and then we'll look, you know, got that HP sand. You know, maybe we'll look at this. Maybe we'll get somebody, you know, got a, maybe there's an EM circlet in here. Nope, it's only healing bonus. So yeah, I have him on all EM things, so that's not particularly good. And he's on an attack stance. He probably wants an EM, doesn't he? But I just don't think I have an onset EM goblet for him. And I already have my off-piece EM circlet here, so I can't particularly give him. So I just settled with attack percent. You know, this one's probably better. It's got the chance to give EM, so does that one. That's cryo damage, HP, hydro, electro, hydro, dendro, electro. So let's roll this one. And if this rolls into EM, I'm going to keep... Okay. HP. Flat HP at +8. What did this roll into? How many rolls? One EM, one attack, 2 crit damage. This one, if this rolls into only EM and ER, will be good. ER. We need to... Give us an EM. Nope, flat def. Okay, that's probably not going to go anywhere, but, you know, it might go somewhere. I probably level this one because this one has more, you know, it's got more stats that are more useful. Another ER roll. Give me the EM. There we go. All right, one more. Can't particularly go up. Let's see. Do I have anything less leveled? There we go. Go this. EM. 3 ER rolls and 42 ER. I mean, obviously it's going to have... It has the same EM, but it's got more crit. No, it doesn't. As that's 19. It's got more ER, though, and I don't particularly think we need the 20 crit damage. I don't think Kazuha particularly needs crit damage. I think this is better. He's got more ER, a little bit more crit rate. I think that's Kazuha a little bit better. And of course, we still have a ton of VV pieces to go through on other characters like Venti. Could probably use some Jean if I build Jean and all that. But I don't particularly want to look through them. I think Kazuha is the animo character we're using right now, so I think he's more important. Obviously, his artifacts could go up some more, but it's not particularly that big of a deal right at the moment. So let's look at Chevreuse. Where's Chevy? I do want to look at Xiangling too because she's on Emblem, and Emblem is more important. So she's on an unlocked HP ER piece. We probably got something better. Any 4 lines in here? No, but we have double crit. No, that's a 4 line, but it doesn't have HP percent. I don't think that's a particularly big deal, but we don't need crit damage really. ER crit rates. I don't think we particularly need either, but let's roll this, see if this gives HP. We'll see if this gets HP percent. Attack percent. That's probably not very good. And then we'll roll the other one. Other 2. Nope, this one. Other 1 and see if this gets HP percent. Because I would like some HP percent. I do want to get there. Flat def. Either one of them are probably going to be better than this. We will lose out on 9.9% HP percent. 9.9 HP percent, but I don't think that's a big deal. And we could gain some more ER. Although I don't think it's particularly necessary. I think crit rate or HP is probably going to be more useful than crit. And the only other thing that this has is ER, which this also has. So I think we're going to leave that for now. HP crit damage. That one's immediately probably better. That one might be good too. This has attack and this is EM. I do think this one would probably be better just because EM is probably more useful than attack percent for Chevy. That one could probably roll good. That's double crit, solo ER, EM ER, oh, EM ER for damage. So let's roll this one. If this doesn't go into attack percent, we'll be fine. We'll just go to +16, sure. Okay, that's probably immediately better. Completely dodged. Attack percent. 10 HP, 14 HP. And then we'll also just look at this one, level this one a little bit, see if this goes anywhere. I don't think it will. Let's try to get this to 16. 15. One ER, two EM, but we'll go the extra one. Oh, single crit rate. No HP rolls. I think this is probably gonna just be better. It's got the HP percent that is better in overall, so we'll go with that. She's on a off-piece ER timepiece right now. I do think probably HP is gonna be better because yeah, I mean HP. But I do think leaving her on ER right now is probably going to be more beneficial because I can't really hit the ER requirements, and this one's good enough that like it's got these rolls which aren't great. Like if this HP flat HP was in HP percent, it'd be better. But I don't think it's that horrible. I think we're gonna leave that right now. Now we have an HP percent goblet, another HP percent goblet that has crit damage, attack. Okay, so really we just rolled this, but I didn't even bother locking it, so I don't think I'm gonna bother. And then circlet, we have HP circlet here, double crit, HP there, single crit, and then that's it. Healing bonus might be a little bit better, but I think running just HP percent is probably gonna be fine. So she's not particularly got any upgrades, but she did get this new feather, which is better, so that's nice. And then Xiangling, Xiangling is on emblem, of course. I stole this piece from Xingqiu. I don't think it particularly rolled. It rolled EM and attack, which is not great. That's double crits, but I didn't bother locking it. I don't know why. Oh no, because I looked at them and then I accidentally clicked off a lot of them. Crit ER crit rate, attack ER. Okay, nothing particularly good. We'll roll this double crit piece. See if we get anything at +4. Let's just see. Flat def. Probably not this one that we can see. Crit rate. Okay. We'll see if this wants to go anywhere. ER. That's always good. ER is always good on juggling. Crit rate. Okay. Nothing horrible yet. I do like to skip instructors because I should really go through my instructors pieces. I don't think I particularly need exiles either. I should probably I could probably use exiles, but I'm not gonna really bother. Crit damage, honestly, not too bad. Let's see, more. It's got ER, it's got more crit damage, and it has more crit rate. We just lose the attack, but that should be fine. Feather, we have ER crit damage, and we have one that literally every single thing is needed. Okay, we're literally just gonna put her on this and just level this to 16, or like as high as I can go without using all the artifacts that I want to use. Go through that. Okay, and then it's just exiles, and then there's some wanderers stuff. Great. Yeah, I don't particularly have very much fodder. I can probably use these unlocked gold pieces. So, ones that I didn't get. There we go. That goes up to +16. ER crit damage attack. That's not horrible. That's probably just immediately better. So yeah. Now she's on HP percent, which is not what you want. Probably ER, which makes sense. Do we have an ER sans? We do. We have one ER sans. Is she on an off piece? What's her off piece? Her off piece is pyro damage bonus, but she does want. Do we have an on piece? We do, but it doesn't particularly have any substats. So I think we'll stick her on this on piece, on set ER goblet, because why not? Let's see. Yeah, well, these locked level. I probably should go and unlock some of these purple pieces. I don't actually need. Like, I don't actually really need these. I'll have to go through that a little bit later. I did not know that I had that many. So let's just go with, some of these. Yeah, we'll go with this. See what we get on our fourth line. Attack percent. Honestly, not too bad. She does kind of want attack percent. So let's see if I don't want to take it to that. Let's go with this. A +6 to get to +10. HP percent. Or a flat HP, not even HP percent. Let's see. 3, 4. Crit damage. Okay, not horrible. Let's just give it another +2. Here we go. And an attack percent. That's not horrible. Her goblet is just off-piece pyro goblet. It's not even freaking leveled. I did not know that. I do think that's just the best pyro goblet that I have that nobody else is using. I don't even think this would be better for her. Like, so I think we're just gonna leave it. This might be a little bit better if it rolls, but I think we're just gonna leave it. So let's look at her crit damage circlet. More people use crit rate than crit damage. That's kind of weird. Attack percent with double crit HP attack. Okay. There's just crit damage with crit rate. So we'll roll this because it's got both. It'll probably be a little bit better. We'll just slap this in here and take it to +18 immediately. Sure. Who cares? And it rolled nothing. Honestly, it's probably going to be a little bit better. It's got a little bit of crit rate instead of attack. So, and then that's Xiangling. Honestly, not too bad. I don't particularly think like obviously I need to level this, but that's not new. There are still a ton of artifacts that I rolled for, so we could look through more characters. But it's really like viridescent pieces, so like I could look through Landian if I wanted to. Is there anything better than this? Probably not. Feathered, she's on just crit damage, so there's probably... Yep, look at this. Attack ER. This one has more crit rate, so I'm going to put her on that one. And then you'd level that, you know? You could do this. Like that one, also probably better. This, she's on a flat attack goblet. Seeking her on Kazuha would probably be better. I don't want to, you know, steal Kazuha. Does she have an off-piece? She does. She has an attack circlet. Why does she have an attack circlet? Oh, right. Attack is her shield. Duh. I was like, why does she have an attack circlet? Well, that's because it's her shield. So yeah, leave her on that. I'll get one of these. More ER, more crit damage. I mean, that also has, they both have EM, so just stick her on this crit damage one. Sure. And then look, she's better. Except I have to level her feather. You know? So just like small improvements like that. But now I have just a stockpile of artifacts and I got rid of the ones that I don't particularly need. So I think it's just better. You know, and now you can put stuff on like her and Sayu or whatever. I don't know why she's have... Why does she have gladiator or instructors? Like I can understand gladiators, or why does she on instructors? Artifacts, I hate them so much. I really hate artifacts. They are so annoying to go through. I did spend a lot of money too. How much more are we down to? Still 8 million. That's good. I just wanted to go through artifacts. I wanted to do a strongboxing video anyway because I had a ton of them. So 400 artifacts are, you know, fine. It's 400 artifacts. Got through a couple of them. Emblem, Noblesse, like those are sets that I needed. Like we could look at Bennett now also. That'd honestly probably be good. Look at Bennett. He probably needs some more instructors pieces, you know, more ER, more crit. Like he's currently on HP percent and crit rate. I don't know if he needs HP percent, but we could just stick him on this, right? He has that feather and we could stick him on this feather, which has more. He does need HP percent. Okay. He's on this Sans. I don't think we particularly have a better HP Sans, but you know, he's on that one. And then this goblet, he's on an HP goblet. And he has his healing bonus off piece, but now we have like a healing bonus mate on set. So if I wanted to do a goblet off piece, I could. I don't want to because, you know, these all suck, but you know, so Bennett can also get upgraded, you know, all that. I just don't like artifacts. I hate artifacts. I like farming artifacts, but I don't like the go through artifacts and look and gamble on artifacts. You know, I don't like leveling artifacts. I like farming artifacts. I think that's what I prefer to do. But you know, anyway, yeah, it was either this video or the demos video I talked about last week, but I ran out of time to do that the way I wanted to, so I settled for this, and I want to do this anyway. Wednesday we're doing the new event that's out today. I mean, it's not out today for me, but it'll be out by the time this video goes out. It's the quirky quaking fun co-op challenges event. We'll probably do this Wednesday. Just take a look at it. I like fun co-op events, so that's good. That'll be fun. Anyway, yeah, that's it. I'll see you Wednesday for that, and then weekly recap, of course. I don't know what we're doing during weekly recap yet. I haven't decided yet, so we'll see. Anyway, that's this. See you Wednesday. Goodbye. Have a good day. Oh, if you made it to the end of the video, I'm gonna, you know, we are I think 5 subs away from 300. So push the button, push it.